Hello everyone, welcome to another Unified Sports Track and Field video. I am back in Nebraska and it's time to share with you some of my takeaways from my trip to San Diego. Each time I go to the Special Olympics Unified Sports Conference, I get a chance to network with other state associations, network with other Special Olympics personnel across the country, and it is amazing to see what is going on with unified sports nationwide. And I'm proud to say Nebraska is really in the top tier of what's going on with our high schools across the country. So today I want to share with you a few things that may energize you and help you as you launch unified sports track and field locally in your school district or just unified sports in general. And these are just 7 sayings that I obtained as I attended some of the workshops and sessions in San Diego. The first one, you just have to have an idea. Okay, that's all it takes. Every great thing comes from one simple, maybe not so thought out, kind of maybe crazy idea that somebody had. Whether we look at what people have invented in our country, or what leaders have brought to the table, or in just your case, your idea to launch unified sports track and field, and having that idea of how to incorporate it into your school. It's just that. It's a simple idea. I'm going to build off of that here in a minute. Here's the second one. You just have to start small. A lot of times we hear that people are struggling to maybe figure out how to get unified sports track and field integrated into the daily practices and or track meets that already exist in the high school. Just start small. Meaning, you don't have to have these kids practice every day, every week during the spring. I've told other schools, maybe practice once or twice before that first meet. Maybe just practice once a week where you're getting these kids outside of the school day, onto campus, back onto campus, and they're participating in some type of exercise. That's just great, one time a week. Or maybe you don't have to have 5 unified sports track and field meets. Just start with one. Maybe it's your goal to attend just one, and you're not even hosting it. That's fine. You're going to build momentum off of that. Here's another thought. You just have to go in and not take no for an answer. So maybe you've got something in your mind, maybe you have that idea that you've tried to sell amongst your school or community or your tribe that I've talked about. Go in there with the sense of, I'm not going to take no for an answer, and here's why. Here's our vision. Here's what we want to accomplish. Here's what's going to happen when we launch unified sports track and field. Fourth one I've already kind of hit on. One event, one meet at a time was another saying that was brought up, and I guess maybe from this perspective, because we're all learning, because this is new, it's important to take things slowly and to reflect on each time that we have a track meet, unified track meet, or each time that we have unified sports track and field practice. So let's take things slowly, one event, one meet at a time. It's going to be okay. Here's another thought. There's always a way to make it work. So maybe your struggle right now is budgetary, maybe it's supervision, maybe it's trying to find a way to have a unified sports track and field set of events at a track meet. There's always a way to make it work. Maybe you're going to have just one event this year at one of your invites, existing track and field invites. Maybe you're just going to run the 100, and that's fine. Next one, passion is contagious. I think you all understand that one, but I was greatly reminded of that this week. I saw firsthand in San Diego, Chula Vista specifically, where a special educator in that district has taken unified sports and the concept by the reins, and now they have it implemented across, I believe they have 12 high schools in Chula Vista, and this is thousands of kids, big high schools, big district. And because of her passion and her wanting to launch this, it has completely changed that school district. So passion is contagious. And the final one, the one that probably hit me the best and the hardest this last week, is simply this. Genuine inclusion, which is what we're striving for, is when friendships are found and sustained. And I think that is key, and that's probably should be our end goal in all of this. Your goal at some point, and it may not be in next month, it may not be at the end of this spring, but at some point, because you get unified sports going in your school, you will hopefully see genuine inclusion where the friendships begin, evolve, change, and grow, and then they are sustained. And it's not just for the track season, it's not just for track practice, but it actually carries out to the weekends, to the school events going on outside of unified sports. And then someday, maybe years from now, you have kids that have grown relationships by unified sports being started in your school, and these kids are still friends years from now. So those are my takeaways from San Diego. We'll see you soon.